So let's continue today's class then. So as we are discussing of the or in middle of discussion of each and every menus, right? What is the meaning of menu? For example, we are trying to understand what are the options come in the home button and view button, modeling and help. So hopefully today we should be able to finish, and then as per our agenda should be continuing with the next will be visualizations and the next would be edit queries. Minimum it will take minimum 6 to 8 hours of time, only these two topics. Anyhow, let's see. If you take maybe your 1.5 hour for a day, we can able to finish 4 to 5 days also. That is not a big deal. So the next one is we will try to understand the each and every options. Not all the options important, but whatever important. Then if time permits, I will start any one of the visual also. We can discuss more details. We can discuss more detailed manner. So I think we started with home button and we understand till I think question and answer. Buttons also we understand. Image and shapes also. Shapes is nothing. For example, if you want to take any of the shapes and you'll get as a rectangle shape and you'll get as a oval, okay, line and triangle, and finally we will get as a arrow mark here. So this arrow mark, so let's assume that we have two report. We have a two report. I'm just removing this one. So this width you can increase it. For example, let's say, so left side I'm just comparing. Left side I'm comparing some values. Again, right side there is a one more report I'm taking. So you can make this as a like separator between the two visuals. Separator between the two visuals. I'm just giving options. So wherever you want this line, you can make use of this line. And if you select this line, you will get as a more property also. More property also line here. And if you don't like color and transparency, weight, how thickness you want, how thickness you want, rotation, for example, see this one 90 degree or 85 degree or whatever it may be. Make it as 0, straight line will come into picture. And background, aspect, border, so everything will be normal here. So what I mean to say, wherever you required, you can make use of these shapes, and arrow markers will come into picture. If you don't like this one, remove this and keep it here in between two visuals, and you can make even left back button also you can make use of this one, right? So what you can do, you can enable this one and go to the action. You can make it as a back also. So wherever you use, you can use it for image or buttons or shapes. Image, buttons or shapes. So that is what about the this this is not that much important, but easily anybody can able to understand and make use of this particular properties. The next one is text box. Text box is something, whenever you want to add a name for the reports. For example, on top of here, what I want is I want to get some report name for this particular report. So then what you can do, you can insert a text box. You can insert a text box. One second. So you can drag it wherever you want and adjust the width how much you want. So this one I could say like let me enable the borders here for text box. Color I will make it as dark colors. So now as you can see here, the borders are visible now, and if you scroll a little bit down, you can understand. So what is the use of this one means it's normal MS Word whenever you want to give some title for your report or your Word document, then we can make use of the text box. For example, summary of sales report or country basis on country basics. Select this text, one second, and now it's enabled. Whatever the font you want, you can change it, and how much width you want, and you want bold color, italic, underline, or center align, or left align, right align. Okay, and do whatever the formatting you want. Now this is what about the this one. Now even for this also we have a remove option, spotlight option. Spotlight means thick outside border will be coming, more focused way. That's it. Only that particular visual will be focused. When you click on outside, that will be gone. And what else we have it here? There is a one icon here. Insert a link. Okay, I will come back this one. Before that, there is a background here. For example, if you enable the background color, let's say you want to have different colors. Already is white only, like okay, little bit something like this formatting options. You can try these options. And so what else we have it, and border is enabled, and title, if you want to pass any title on top of this one also still is possible. And here we have entering normal text, right? So the no need of title. I will explain this title option in the different visuals. Most probably today or tomorrow you will get to know of the each and every property of the visual level properties. So that is what about the text box here. The next one is, for example, you don't like any of the visual here, you want more visuals. I'm repeating here, how many visuals available here till now? 1 2 3, something like this. 6 plus 6 12, 18, 24, and then 28 and 29 visuals by default available. So whatever you want as per your customer requirement, you can take some of the visuals and you can start practicing. So but what I'm trying to explain, like you want to download more visuals, custom visuals. These are the predefined visuals which will come as part of normal standard Power BI desktop option. So if you want more visualization, then we need to download some of the visuals. For example, let's say this is the normal slicer, right? Australia, Canada. So can we have some hierarchy? For example, within Australia, I would like to see how many states available. Within each state, how many cities available, something those kind of hierarchy. By default, slicer will accept only one column only. For example, if I had state also, state province code, this state also, it's not possible because it will overwrite. By default, slicer will allow only one dimension column only. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to download one more visual, like hierarchical slicer. I will show you. So now there are two options for you guys. One is click on the file, another one is a marketplace. The same two option, when you click on here also, you will get two options. One is the import from the file, which is nothing but from file here. Another one is the import from the marketplace, which is nothing but this option. So very simple. Whenever you want to download something, either you can download from the Google first time if you're doing. For example, you downloaded already. Once you downloaded, what will happen? All the files will be stored into our download folder, right? So later also you can attach it. So now first I will try to download from the marketplace. For example, you want to install some games in your mobile. What do you do? Play Store, right? Same way here also. I want to download some custom visual. What I can do? I can go to the marketplace or click on these three icons. Go to the import from the marketplace. I just click on that. So if you guys doing, it may ask you to enter the user ID also. Maybe email ID also. See this one. So these many visuals available, not only for this one, for example filter visuals and KPIs, okay, and maps available. So these kind of colorful maps and all, if you want to download, we can download it. Anyhow, we have the maps already, right? For example, so these are the default maps available as part of visualizations. When you go for select this one, it comes to know this is the maps, right? If you don't like this map, you want something like more colorful, then what you can do? Go to the marketplace and click on the maps category. So these many maps available. You can try something different. And for example, advanced analytics, histogram chart is the forecasting debates available, KPI column by the max. So these are all like custom visuals which is developed by the either Microsoft or other companies. See, if you go to Play Store, you can find the number of apps from the number of different vendors, right? Somebody has developed some application, somebody else developed some other games and all. So here also available here. So I'm just going a simple example that is called like slicer. Click on search button. Slicer. Why it is not coming? Maybe I need to click on all category. Okay, so I'm just downloading this one. Add button. Now see, we got one extra icon here. This is called as a timeline slicer. I'm adding one more. From this time I will go from market store. See, it's going for the same window. I'm downloading one more. For example, hierarchical slicer. Add this one. So that is what about the what is the how to add the custom visual to the your particular visualizations. For example, even what you can do, can go to the Google and I'm not sure. For example, Power BI dot Microsoft.com. Custom visuals. Yeah, Power BI custom visuals. We'll try this option or this option. Anyone should works. Anyone should works. So make sure that you are going to Microsoft website, powerbi.microsoft.com/custom visuals. As you can see here. So as you can see, one second. Yeah, extend Power BI with a custom visual. This is one of the visual. It will come, one second. Okay, so I think I need to sign in, then only it will be visible. Then only. So here they given as a complete notes where to go, how to click on the import file, and once imported it will come like this. And also there is an option called import from the marketplace. Whatever we discussed, so they clearly mention same thing only. Same thing only they have documented. You can go through it. You can go through it. I mean, whatever the window, when I click on this one, the marketplace, this same window will open from here also, but I think I need to log in. I don't want to waste the time here. So that is what about the how to add the custom visuals to the existing Power BI visuals. So the next one is, so by default, if you take in any visual, for example, I'm taking as a like country wise our standard report called order quantity, how many orders we are getting. So by default, y is going for this color. So as part of default standardization, Microsoft has come up with some standard theme colors and all. For example, it may be background might be white color. This one may be what do you call this color? Is the blue color or something? So then order by here. So whatever showing default option, these all colors as a color coding actually. So if you want to make it as a color themes also, switch themes, you go here imported theme or default theme, how to create a theme also. For example, imported theme means you don't like by default coloring, you want to like more colorful themes and all, you can download it. See, in the laptop or systems also, we have wallpapers, right? So by default, if you don't like, what you can do, you can change the another wallpapers, or even you can put live wallpapers also from the Google. You can download some wallpapers and then apply the by default wallpapers. Same way here also, there is a import theme also available. So we need to download those themes also. And the default theme means whatever you do the customizable. So if you want to come back, you can come to the default themes here. So this is not that much important until unless you business requirement have. So if whenever your customer or stakeholders telling, I don't want this default color, can you give me some custom colors? So then what you need to do, you need to go to the switch theme, and there is a help also here how to create the theme. So this part we can later see this one. This is not that much complexity. You can easily try this option. The next one is manage relationships. As I said yesterday, this is already we have discussed. Yeah, same relations tab only. If you go to edit option, you will get the same first table, second table, and relationship here. And even if you go to the relationships tab, and if you want to explore any of the relation, same options will be come into picture. So that is what about the home tab. Here we have almost covered all the properties. New measure, new quick measure, and then new column, publish option. So I'm just moving to the next tab. If you guys have any questions, let me know now. The next one is view, menu. So here, if you ask me, there are three properties are very important. The first one is phone layout. First one is the phone layout. So listen carefully. As of now, the page view is showing as a fit to page, okay, and it is showing as a desktop view. What is the meaning of desktop view? Whenever you log in with any of the system, this is what you can see as a first attempt. The page one will display by default. These are the custom normal visualizations you could see on the page one. Now, for example, I don't know how many of you remember in the initial day one, I told you we are going to cover the Power BI mobile app also. So which means once we click on the publish button, it will publish into cloud server, which means Power BI service, as well as you could able to see the reports. I'm repeating once again. So once we publish, what will happen? It will move the reports to Power BI service, right? Yes or no? And also, when you log in from the laptop or desktop, you could see that this same kind of view only. But there is a concept called mobile app. So Power BI mobile app, I could say. Power BI mobile app. If you guys have smartphone right away, if you have internet connection in your mobile, go to the Play Store, search for Power BI mobile app. Instantly now you guys can able to see the app. Are you getting away? Hello? If you're talking is muted, unmute and talk to me, or else I will unmute. So what is the use of Power BI app?
So that we can view it through mobile, smartphone.
Yes, if you want to view the report or dashboards using your mobile, then you need to download a one app call that is called as a Power BI mobile app. You can download from now also within seconds or within 2 minutes you can able to download. Once you download it, it will ask you to register or
Okay.
log in with your Power BI service account. You need to enter your email ID and password. That also is possible only if you have the license only. So if you don't have license, not even we can't log in with the Power BI mobile app also. What are the user ID password you're using for the service? Same user ID password has to use for the mobile app also. So this is what I'm telling. When you open the same report in the mobile, how it looks like means go to the view, click on the phone layout. This is what you could be able to see. Right now you can't see that report into mobile because mobile screen is different, desktop screen is different, and by default, for example, you need to drag and drop like this. You need to drag and drop like this and you can see this one. So if you scroll a little bit down, it is not adjusting because our format is in such a way. For example, go back to desktop layout. Now don't give this much bigger fonts and all. Let's try to reduce it. So give only as much you want and try to get rid of the decent formatting option. That is how we need to go for the designing. These properties tomorrow we are going to start it, detailed properties, and this also category and data labels. Okay, how much width you want, give the only those much title and all. Click on the save button. Now click on the phone view. Click on the phone view. Now drag and drop. Now drag and drop. Anyhow, is adjusting this one. So as you can see here, there is a grid option also available, correct? Small colors, I mean boxes are coming. Boxes are coming so that we can easily align our reports as per the grid. For example, if you want to expand, try to fill the at least one grid, something like this. So if you want to expand this space, try to give the grid. It's not a mandatory, but always to good have a good practice to have the grids enabled. So that is what about this one. So whatever formatting you want to do here, you need to go back to desktop and do it here. Automatically the options will be saved here. Anyhow, just move on. Time being, this is what looks like, and I want to display as a card here, and followed by, if you want to get this report, okay, and here also you can adjust the width like however you want to display. Summary of sales report on country or by country, you can able to display it, and scroll a little bit down and bottom to this one. So this is how your report looks like. So again, you can go back and reduce the font and all to make it more interactive in the mobile section also. So that is how. Just click on the save button. So if you download the mobile app now, if you go and check this report, it will be showcased like this only. So now if you want to go back to the desktop mode, yes, we can. So desktop, again, if you come to page mode, it will be saved automatically. So if you want to remove anything, for example, I don't know how many of you observed when you're watching the some online websites and all, desktop there are lots of features available. But when you open the same application on the mobile, some features may not be visible because they are not implemented. Because they have not implemented within the mobile view, that's the reason those features may not be appearing in the this one. So the next one is page view. For example, there is the options. Actual size means whenever designing, whatever the size you given, font size, width and all, automatically as it is, it will come into picture. For example, sometimes we need to compress, fit to the width, fit to the page. See this one. When I say fit to the page or fit to the width, you will understand. For example, let me minimize this one. Okay. So when I reduce something like this, so now go here and actual size means little bit bigger will come. When I say fit to the page, see this one, you're getting this kind of margins, this kind of margins are coming. So within a page only, within this page only, the report is able to adjusting. Report is adjusting. That is a fit to page always, and fit to width means it will expand. Like we have the A4 sheet, right? Portrait and then landscape, something like this. So how do you want to? Based on the width, it will keep on expanding. And actual size means at the time of designing, what are the width you given. So listen carefully here. If I want to see the complete report, I'm just scrolling down here. Correct or not? So it is not a good practice. It is not a good practice. Make sure that try to fit in the page. Try to fit in the page. So if your report is full heavy, then we can't do anything. We can't do anything. But if a smaller one or two visuals, if you're taking as this much, it is not that much good practice. So any questions till now? So click on the save. Now fit to width.
No
Still
problem.
little bit scroll down is fine, but right is not coming, and actual size is okay. Still the scroll down is okay. Anyhow, if you have the more visuals, automatically down will go. But make sure this can be adjustable. This can be adjustable. So if you want to adjust this one, so try to reduce little bit wherever required, so that our report fit within the page. So now fit to the page. Looks better. So fit to the page in sense, whenever you're going for the print option, so it will looks like this only. Looks like this only. Fit the width means now still okay. But anyhow, fit to the actual size means you will getting still something. This you can ignore it because we never go to the actual size, either fit to page or fit to width only. So that is what about these options. And the page level also, when I go to mobile layout, as you can see the grids, right? Yes or no? These boxes. Same box can be get it by using the show grid line. See now? Are you able to see these boxes? Light color boxes, dotted lines are coming. So this kind of grid also you can enable. So you may ask me, if you ask me what is the use of grid means, so as I told you, whenever doing the formatting option, this will really help you. Just adjust based on the grid lines. Based on the grid lines, you can adjust how much you want, this much. And this also you can adjust like this. So I'm bringing this two grid lines. So this is two lines, or starting from left, or you can even reduce or increase how much you want. So this is how, like based on the grid you can adjust, so that we can get rid of the like this also you can give it. If you don't like to give the enough spaces in between, so make use of the grids and you can adjust accordingly. So that is what about the grid option. That is what about the grid option, or nothing much about the grid option. So save it. So snap objects to grid. This you can ignore it. This you can ignore it. And when I go to design mode, right? For example, let's say phone layout and desktop layout, or go to page number 2. Usually what will happen, any object can be moved, any visual can be moved from here and there. So to control, get rid of those things, for example, I don't like, even though if you drag this one, it shouldn't move. Then what you can do, you can lock the object. You can lock the object. See this one, I'm not able to move it anything here. I'm not able to move anything. Will it work for the second page as well? Yes, because we are doing in the report level. Okay, so make sure that you are not able to move the any of the visuals. Then go to the view and uncheck the lock box automatically. Then you could be able to move this one. That is what about the lock objects. And bookmark page already we have discussed. Anyhow, I will quickly showcase one window. For example, what is my intention when I click on this? So when I click on the any of the bar, it has to go to the some detail level page. That is already we know drill through report. Drill through report. Sometimes there should be some home page here. There should be some home page. So whenever, doesn't matter wherever you're there, always I would like to come back to the home page. For example, page 1. So then what you need to do, go to the page 1 and enable the bookmarks page. So as you can see here, yesterday we made it 2 bookmarks. I'm creating one more bookmark. For example, against the page 1 only. Let's remove this one. 1 and 4 is already available. For example, page number 3. Okay, I'm adding this as a drill through and rename this one, for example, page 3 here. Now if you ask me what is the advantage of this one, what is the advantage of this one, uh, if you right click on this one, you may not be able to see anything here. But for example, you go to other than this page, I'm just going to page number 2 or page number 5. Okay, now here also if you click on this one, nothing is happening. So if you want to make use of the bookmarks, then we should have any of the object, maybe your image or back button or something. So yesterday we discussed what is a back button. So here let me disable this bookmarks page. Okay, select this image. There is an option called action button here. When you by default go to the back button or go to the bookmark also. So from image also, yesterday I shown you, you can make this as a back button also. Anyhow, this is yesterday's class continuation only. So now what is my intention? Whenever I click on this button, whenever I click on the back button, what's supposed to do? It has to take me any one of the page, maybe page 1. If you like to go to the page number 1, then what you need to do? Select this one, action, click on the bookmarks. Is showing as a page 1, 3, 4 because I have a 3 master pages. Only 4, 1, 3 only I made it as a bookmarks. Now when I say page number 1, now click on this one. We need to press control. Is it going to page number 1? So now you don't like to page number 1. You want to change it. Now let's say page number 3. Now press control. Click on this icon. See, is it going to page number 3? This is what called as a bookmarks. And sometimes what will happen whenever we have the more visuals, so what I want is I would like to disable some of the visuals from the screen. For example, I don't like the second one. So design has to be there, but only visibility. So time being, I want to disable this one. Then what you can do, selection pane. Now as you can see here, all the visualizations will be listed out. For example, we have a slicer. Yes. We have a one card here. Yes. We have auto country by English, this one, and we have one text box also here. Sales amount by the English country region, and this one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 visuals. Now, for example, I don't like this title. I don't like this text box. Just click on this visibility. See this one? And I don't like this one also. Then visible this one. But still available. You can save it. Okay. And whenever you want to bring those back, then again go to the selection pane and enable it back. You will get those options. So that is what about the selection pane. The next one is the field properties. Field property is nothing but, listen carefully. So here you'll be getting a one more window, the field property. You can edit the properties of the field in your model by selecting the name of the field from the fields list. For example, you can give some description. I will showcase here. For example, I would like to rename the sales data, correct? If you see this one, there are some description given here. Where is this one? Let me keep it the cursor. See how this table is having the transaction level data. How this description is coming? Because we need to go to the right click and properties. Here I given as some description. This is also field properties, right? Same way here also, if you go to the field properties, still we get in the field properties only. But you need to select the table, which table you are going to give the field properties. I given as only sales data. That's why I could able to see here. I'm repeating. Two ways to go to the properties. One is that select the table, right click and go to properties, or go to the field properties and select the table. For example, country was info or dim date. This is having date dimension details, something like this. So that is what about the field properties. The only one property which is missed out here, that is called as the sync slices. So tell me one thing. Tell me one thing. Is a sync slicer option we have it here, correct or not? One second. Lock objects. Okay. So this when I select Australia, the filter is working fine. Complete view of the visual. What is that meaning? Can we make complete view of visuals with displaying three dots on the top? Abhay, can you please unmute and tell me what is your question?
Yes, sir. When we select, we can see three dots on the visual corner.
Yeah.
Right? Can we make a full view of that?
Yeah, there is a one more option, right? Focus mode. See? So for example, this is a small visual which is not visible till. So you mean to say you want to maximize, click on this focus mode. So you will get a whole page in the same that particular visual only. This is what your question.
Okay. Uh,
Okay. So click on the back report, you will get to the main page. So next one is usually by default slicers will work within the page only. For example, if I apply this second page, third page, see this one, it is not applying. It is not applying. So what we can do, we can make use of sync slices. So listen, when I click on this one, now see this one, sync slices, add or sync with all pages. So what is the meaning of this one? Now let's say, if you clear the description here, the only page number 1 got highlighted. Will you agree or not? Yellow color, little bit color is coming, correct? Because this slicer is available only within the page number 1, we are using this one. Now disable this one. Listen, I'm going to duplicate a page 1. So now what I want to do, this when I say Germany, this has to be applied for the duplicate of page, this page also. Then what you need to do, go to the sync slices. Sorry, you need to select like this, which one you are going to make it as a this one. For example, repeating, select the visual slicer, select sync slicer, and go to the duplicate of page, enable like this. Okay, so now go to the page number 2. See now, are we getting the slicer here? Here actually we have not designed. So for example, let's say this page number 2 also, second page also, I would like to bring this one. Then what you need to do? So go to the page number 1, select the visual and make it as a second report. Now go to the second report. See now, the same filter you can make use of the multiple pages. That is what about the sync slicer. By default, slicer will be applicable for the only that particular page. If you want to make use of the same slicer for the different pages as per your needs, we need to enable the sync slices. I hope we are good with the view tab. Except snap objects grid and view tab also done. So the next one is modeling here. So before modeling, I will finish the smaller topics. For example, help here. So you guys know, right? Whenever help or even go to the file, there is an option called help here. Okay, the same properties you will get it. For example, you want to some decent documentation. For example, what is Power BI, what is slicer, what is a pie chart and all. Just go to documentation. It will take you to Microsoft website. Now see this one, getting started with the Power BI desktop. So if you scroll down, so they given clearly like Power BI desktop, how to download, how to install, then how to connect this one. So decent, for example, what is this tab about, and how to get the data also. Okay, so not all the places like they given like at least what is what. Some see this one. Any go to 8 queries, some this one. For example, how to relationship create and manage relationship means. Now like, we need to go to the edit relationships. So as I explained yesterday, many to one, one to one. So cross filter direction. If you want more theoretical, what is both? What is single? I shown you practically yesterday, but if you want theoretically, if you have free time, just go through this documentation. Go through this documentation. So that is what about the same. See, project hours and company project. He has explained the make relationship, same many to one relationship. That is what about the documentation here. You can close it or you can go to the next one. Same way we have some training videos also. It might be uploaded in the YouTube channel. So Microsoft has given some dummy videos. Dummy in the sense like 5 minutes video, 10 minutes video, something like this. So go through these videos whenever you have free time. But again, so whatever we discussed, they mention like see how many documents are available. For example, for BA for the mobile apps, some developers, they have some tutorials, Power BI service, report server. So just go through this document. That is what about the help. Still we have, for example, if you have any doubts on your mind, for example, you want to ask the questions, then you can go to the Power BI community or Power BI blog is there. For example, you want to know about this version. Click on the about. Ours is May version, right? Latest month release. So these are like a sample. For example, you want to find some sample dashboards. Click on the samples. Okay. So Power BI basic concept. So where is the file is open? Yeah, we need to download any one of this one. Let's say human resource samples. Save it. So you will get some sample dashboard. Yeah. See this one is automatically opening the Power BI desktop. So human resource sample PBIX file Power BI desktop. See, we have information, we have new hires, we have activities, we have bad hires. Hire is nothing but human department. For example, HR team. When else they're conducting some interviews, how many new people are joined, how the growth is going off. This all the charts will be discussed from tomorrow onwards. And we have the multiple pages here. Bad hires means, for example, somebody has received the offer letter but he has not joined. So something those kind of informations and all. New hire scorecards. Okay, so this is what about the sample dashboard you can download from this particular this one. So I don't want to spend much time on this one. So if you have some idea, you can suggest to Microsoft. I have been using some other reporting tool. There is a good feature but which is not available in the Power BI. Why can't you implement? Even you can post it. Some, yeah, some idea also. So when you click on the any of the visual, then you will get two more options. One is a format option, another one is a data or drill option. Data or drill option. Now for example, what is the format available? The format there are mainly for example, so I told you from the day one itself or day two, I'm not sure. There is a one feature here. Let's say when I say France, It is filtering for all visuals but except this visual. You guys remember we have done some one property. So very simple. Whenever you want to exclude or whenever you don't like to apply this filter for any of the visual, then what you need to do, select the visual and go to the format and click on edit interaction. Now see this one, we got a little bit icon on top of each and every visual. So click on the outside and again when you click on the other visuals, this will get enabled. So this one is white color, this one is a black color, because this we are excluding from this particular selection criteria. So now if you, yeah, that's why it's not filtering. See this one, this is showing France, this is showing the France value, but it is not showing France value, it's showing everything. So uncheck this one. Usually that's common sometimes. Now I'm selecting for this visual. So now select Germany, it is filtering, right? So if you want to exclude, I think we need to click on once again. Now France, Canada, Australia, select all and unselect all. Now see, these two are not applying the filters. So for example, I'm just going for UK. I'm just going for the UK and United States as well. United States as well. These two are not filtering. For example, if you want to make this as a, again as it is normal, you need to uncheck this one. One second, I don't know why it is not unchecking. Okay, select US. Okay, see now it is filtering. So the conclusion would be very simple. Whenever you want to exclude, then we need to select the second option, none. Whenever you want to include, then you need to select the filter option. That's it. That is what I was missing. So now we are good to go. So any questions on edit interactions? Hopefully no. So the next one is, anyhow this is by default option, we no need to worry. And bring forward and send forward, align and then distribute. Align is nothing but something, for example, align is something, select any of the visual, you will get as an alignment, left alignment. See this one is going left side and you're making a center alignment and right alignment and then top alignment. You can make use of the on top of the page, it will move to left, right, top, bottom, center, middle, bottom. So this is what about the this one. Now when I select two visuals, okay, I'm repeating, selecting this visual, control again second visual. Now if you say center aligned or right aligned, now see it is both are coming in the same line actually. So now if you say left align, the both will move to the left side. Sorry, I think based on the visual. Now assume that this is what two visuals. One is starting from here, another one is starting from here. So what is the left of this one? So this is what left side, correct? So right side means it will be like this here. So bottom means this one, top means this one. So based on that particular width, what will happen? Automatically adjust. Now when I say top, this will come here, this will come here, something like this. See this one. So that is what both you can bring it in the one single format. So like this also you can play with this one, like alignments option. And for example, distributes also looks like a similar. Now try to understand. Sorry, we need to select one, distribute horizontally, distribute vertically. So vertical this one and horizontal is nothing but this one. Vertical usually top to bottom approach, and left to right approach is nothing but horizontal. For example, I'm keeping here. Now when I say horizontal, what will happen? It will move left side or bottom. See now, it is not coming down. If you want to bring it down, then it should be the horizontal, sorry, vertical. So that is what about the alignment options. And there is a one more option called, let's say, send backward and bring forward options. So if you understand one backward, forward will be opposite, going back and coming forward. So whenever we have the multiple visual like this, for example, see here, multiple visual. So whatever I selected, it is like, like a pie chart, correct or not? So if you want to select this card, it is not allowing me because it is in the down. So then what I need to do, I need to scroll a little bit left side and then select this one, do the same changes. I'm repeating, I'm drag and dropping one another one. So now what will happen when I drag everywhere? So it will be static only. So now what is my interest? So I don't want to change the places. I don't want to change the places. For example, I would like to decrease this particular font. I would like to decrease this particular card font only, but I'm not able to select the card at all. Then how can I change it? So what you need to do, we need to say that we need to push this pie chart into the bottom, like backward. Then select this one and send backward. So now see this one. I'm sorry. So I'm repeating once again. Now see, I'm clicking the outside and this one, and immediately when I click on the card, I'm able to select it. So when I click on this one, I'm coming back. See this one. I'm not able, I'm select right now, sorry, because we set as a send to back. Now what I want to do, I want to move this card to the back. Now what you can do, send backward. Send backward. Now see, when I click on the card, it's not highlighting. So now select this one, pie chart, now send it back. Now click on the outside ones. Now select the card. See now it's highlighting. So which are the visual whenever you want to bring back and forward, now go to the card. What are the property I'm going to set? It is for the card level only. It is for the card level only. See now. So that is what about the bring forward and backward. Forward will be opposite to the backward. You just try these options. So we are good with the format option also. The only one option is pending, which already we have discussed, data or drill down feature. Let me take a fresh report. I'm just taking country, state, city wise. How many? How much sales amount we are getting? Okay. So that is what our intention, x-axis, data colors. If you don't like this color, you can make it different color. You can go for custom color as well. So just for getting more attraction, I'm just going these colors. Okay. So now these are all x-axis properties. I'm just increasing. So now it's visible, and we have a data colors and data labels also enable. On top of each label, you will get as a some numbers. This is what the actual number. So if you not feel comfortable, then we'll go for the smaller numbers as well. Let's say smaller number in the sense like order quantity only. So now listen carefully. There are some certain options got enabled here. I don't know how many of you observed. And here also there is a one option got enabled. This will be enabled only, for example, remove the city. Still is there. Now remove the state. When you have the only one matrix, is it available? So these are all called as drill down features. Navigation between the one level to higher level. But I have only one level only at the moment. That's why I'm not able to go to the next level. For example, the moment when I go to the yearly basis and drag it into axis, see now. So whenever we have the more than one axis, we are enabling the drill down feature. For example, what is the first level here? Country. So in each country, I would like to see how many years of data we have it. So then what you need to do, for example, we will remove the year here. So best action, go to the state. This is the best example. See, for example, if you want to go to the, let's say, Maharashtra, how do you go to Maharashtra? First, you have to come to India, right? India and then Maharashtra and then Mumbai, something like this. For example, if you want to come to Bangalore, first you need to come to India, then within India you need to look for the what is the state name, Karnataka, then you need to come to Bangalore. Or else you would like to go for Bangalore, but you are going to Andhra Pradesh searching for Hyderabad. This doesn't make sense, right? So same way here also, there are navigations here. Now I would like to select, I would like to go to the next level. So as per my example, the high level should be country, second level state, third level will be city here. So now that is what about the first one got enabled, I mean disabled, because we are in the initial home button. Now the first one is go to the next level in the hierarchy. What is the meaning of in the hierarchy? What is the hierarchy first of all? Navigation between the one level to higher level to lower level is nothing but a hierarchy usually. So I'm clicking here. Now see this one, because we have huge many, you have a huge city states. For example, how can I show you better way? Let me take one slicer. Let me take a one slicer with the field called countries. Select a Germany. Select a Germany now. I don't know if it's visible or not. If it's not visible also, just adjust a little bit. Okay. So now tell me what is happening. In Germany, it is showing as each and every state because I click on the, now again if I click on one more level, go to the next level in the hierarchy, what will happen? For example, in Scotland, sorry, Saarland or Bayern or Hamburg, in the within this particular state, it will show me all 926 cities. So that is what about this one. See, we have a huge number of city. So what I can do, I will take a one more slicer here, and then this time I will go for the state names. I'm selecting only one state now. See now, in Germany, in Hamburg, we have this many cities available. That is what about the drill down feature. So whatever I click on here, now we are in the city level, correct or not? I want to coming back. Then there is this got enabled now. Drill up, same feature here also available. Show next level, same feature here also available. Okay. Now see, it came to Hamburg because it's a one level drill up. From cities, sorry, from city to state we came back. Now again, if you click on this one, we're coming back to the Germany because country now is got disabled because we are in the topmost level. So if you want to go for unselect this one, you will get all the values. So now what about this third option here? Expand all down one level in the hierarchy. So very simple. Now when I go for second option, let's say Australia. Now this time, when I say second option, it will showcase within Australia all the state names only. Is it clear now? Now coming back. Now click on the third option. Now tell me what do you see the difference here? See the this values you will understand. See the only this values you will understand. Nothing difference. So earlier it was showing only state name New South Wales, Victoria, Queensland, but now it's adding a prefix called country name also. That is what about this one. For example, listen carefully. When I say second option, go to the next level in the hierarchy. Is a country name coming here? But if you go to the third option, expand all down one level in the hierarchy. Now you're getting as a Australia, New South Wales. That is what the difference between this option. The same option, this here also is available. Now I'm selecting Queensland. Assume that. Okay. Australia, Queensland is coming. I would like to go to the next level. So again, click on here, or you can click on the this one also. Okay, I'll go from here also. So now see Australia, Queensland, then city name. Australia, Queensland, then another city name. That is what about the difference between these options. So these options here also will be available. And if you want to coming back one level up, click on drill up or click on the drill up also. Now if you want to go to the next level, again click on this one or click on this option also. So I mean to say the whatever drill or data options available here, this 1, 2, 3, 4 options, you can do it from these three options also. The next one is see the data. So it will give you the tabular format, like the same thing will be converted into table format. That's it. So again, if you click on the see data, it will be disabled. That is what about see data. See the record means. See now what will happen. One second. Hmm. So now I'm unchecking this one. When I click on this bar, it is not taking me to go to the next page. What is the meaning of it's not going to next page? Actually, we have not enabled. If you click on the right click here, there is an option called drill through feature. It will go to the detailed report. That is makes sense because that we have enabled purposefully. Yes or no? So, but when I click on the bar also, it has to go to the next detail level report. So that will only appear, see the data and click on this one. The question is, you may be asking how it is taking only this many columns. For example, country name is okay, state name is okay, city name is okay, order quantity is also somehow fine because those are the columns. See this one. Go back to the report. So those are the the visual level. I'm sorry. The visual level. Those are the three columns plus one measure name where four is taking. That's why when the moment when I say see data enable, sorry, see records enabled, click on the bar. It is going to detail our report. But how these two columns are coming up? Three columns. So these all are coming as a by randomly to add three more columns. But in this one, if you want to customize, you can remove this one. See, I'm happy with the only these four columns. Okay, now come back. Now again click on this one. It is going like this. Let me click on the save button and see it works or not. No, it is not saving here. So that is what about the what is that C recast means. You can click on the any bar, it will take you to the next level. So without having the drill down feature also, sorry, drill through feature also, we can navigate between the one level to another level. That is what about the C data. So that C data, is it enabled for this all the visuals or only for drill through visuals? This also you can enable. For example, it is going for the US as well. So any of the visual, you can enable C records and you can Australia. See this one? Because we need to enable this one first for visual level. Now it will take you to the next child report. Any questions till now? So select in this visual. So group you can ignore it. I will tell you in the what do you call this one? Edit queries. Also we have understand already what is drill through feature. What is a drill through? So here you can ignore it. That is what about the format tab, data drill, help, view, and then home button. The next one is modeling option. Modeling also we covered most of the property. For example, go to data here. I would like to find out what is the column data type. Select this one. There is an option called data type. Okay. By default data type is text. If you want to convert to something else, you need to go to the this one. Let's say count function. Format is by default general. If you want to convert it into currency format or percentages, okay, so it will calculate as a 4000 percentages. Now if you want to convert to general, it will show the actual value. So I think we need to spend some more time, probably 10 or 15 minutes of time tomorrow we can spend and try to understand. Here not all the properties are important, but these two are very important. The mainly manage roles and view roles, these two are very important. So that is what about the today's session. Sorry. Okay, yeah, I just copy pasted. So tomorrow we need to discuss not pending menu options and see modeling. We covered most of the things, only just options in first 10 minutes of time. 10 minutes of time, or it may be like first 20 minutes of time. Fine. So the next option would be followed by this one, discussions of the all visualizations edit queries. So that's all for today. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow, same timing. If you have any questions, you can ask me, or we are good to drop. Thank you. Bye.